Today on Dead with Dave, we start off with the review of Monsters of Legend. We got the home haunt Dark Rose Manor. Finally launched the new website, pandemicproduction.com. And the Thrashers are done. Hello and welcome to the Dead with Dave show, a show that talks about all things Halloween or horror related. And today, we're going to start off with news and reviews. Midnight Syndicate has just released its latest CD, Monsters of Legend, and they were nice enough to send the Dead with Dave show a review copy. Now, I love doing reviews. It gives me a chance to really dive into a new product and give you guys my thoughts and tell you if I think it's worth your hard-earned money to buy it. First, let me start off by saying the album cover art is fantastic. I love the old school movie monsters, and this cover has some of my favorites. Frankenstein's monster, the Werewolf of London, and even has Dracula on the back. This is one of those times where you can judge a book by its cover, or in this case, a CD. As for what's under the cover, I'll get right to the point. I feel Midnight Syndicate has created another kick-ass Halloween CD. This CD will work for a wide range of pro haunts, home haunts, video production, or if you just want to listen to it and you drive around your car on a weekend. In all reality, I expected nothing less from the kings of the Halloween music industry. To dive a little bit deeper, this CD was created to give tribute to the golden age of horror movies, and inspired by films of the silent era, Universal Studios horror classics, Hammer films, and European horror films of the 60s and 70s. With over 65 minutes of music, soundscapes, and bone-chilling sound effects, this is one of the most compelling Halloween CDs I've ever heard. As you play the first of the 21 tracks, Return to Arcacia, I think that's how you say it, this track sets the mood for the entire CD. It immediately brings you into a classic movie monster realm where you feel transported back into the black and white era where those iconic movie monsters are lurking around. The second track, called Into the Valley of Shadows, in a word, is powerful. This track got me pumped up and ready for Halloween like none other. As the CD goes on, it brings you in and out of intense cinematic music and the creepy, eerie sounds I love so much. Track 3, A Watchful Gathering, would go perfect playing in the background of any cemetery scene. While track 7, Witching Hour, has just the right tempo for showcasing your haunt in your next home haunt video. And if you need that perfect mood setter music for the entrance of your walkthrough haunt, track 10, Twilight, will get it done. As for the quality of music and its recording, it's spot on. And if you really want to hear this music, you got to play it through a good sound system or a good set of headphones. You can truly appreciate all the different orchestral instruments and the minute little sound effects that could easily be lost in a shitty set of speakers. I listened to the CD first in my truck with my stock radio, then listened to it with my Sony MDR X10s headphones. It was like a whole new CD. And if you're an audiophile like I am, it was a great musical experience. My favorite tracks are 1, 2, 3, 7, 10, 14, 16, 20, 21. So, do I recommend Monsters of Legends? Hell yeah. I think this is the album that you will hear throughout this Halloween season and the next. To pick up a copy for yourself, go to midnightsyndicate.com and check out their online store. While there, check out the rest of Midnight Syndicate products, as they have some really cool stuff over there. As usual in all my music reviews, I would like to play a song for you. I made a kind of a movie montage of classic horror movies that I liked. I put them all together in kind of a mashup, and I put it to track number 9, Black Woods. Enjoy. The other day, while looking around YouTube for some new content for the show, I came across the home haunt Dark Rose Manor. And man, I can't believe I haven't seen this haunt before. They have videos on there from 2010, and I'd never seen it. I guess it's just one of those cases where it's lost in YouTube land, which is a shame because this is probably the most detailed home haunt I have ever seen. Of course, that was a cut down version of their video. Go watch the whole thing on their channel. Link, as always, down below. As I was saying though, this haunt is amazing. The level of detail and the quality of their scenes could easily be on a horror movie set. And I bet most pro haunters would drool over what these two have accomplished in their front yard. And yes, that was their front yard. After talking to the owners of this absolutely beautiful haunt, I got a little background on them. The creators of what they're calling their art haunt is August and Pandora Rose. They are located in Aurora, Colorado, and were bit by the Halloween bug back in 2006. Their first haunt, what they named their cheese year haunt, was just some spiderwebs and cheap Halloween decorations. But, as most home haunters will tell you, that's all that's needed to catch the bug. They said they had so much fun and such a great time their first year, they were driven to do more. And more is exactly what they did. The next year was a full-on home haunt and the true start of what they built today. They also went from having 0 trick-or-treaters to about 75. By 2010, they were kicking Halloween's ass with their haunt that year called The Hollow. Every year they go bigger and more detailed than the year before, and of course with a bigger haunt comes more trick-or-treaters, hitting close to the 1,000 mark on their little clicker. Now they make all their own props, or if they do buy a pre-made prop, it goes through their dark rosified process, which brings it up to the level of their haunt. Now you all know I love my animated props. I am the Pneumatic fanatic, of course, but Dark Rose Manor does not have any animations, except for a few actors running around. But to tell you the truth, this haunt does not need animations. The scenes tell the story here. The haunt itself pulls you into their otherworldly atmosphere. But I'm sure, after they watch a couple of past episodes Dead with Dave, animations are soon to come. So thank you guys for doing what you do. Your haunt is definitely on my top 5 list of all-time favorites. Go check them out. Make sure you hit the subscribe button and show your love. I really am looking forward to seeing what they bring for the 2013 haunt season, and I hope to see Dark Rose Manor in the 2013 Dead with Dave Home Haunters Awards. Thank you guys. Check them out on their channel. Link down below. Finally, the new Pandemic Haunt production website is up and running. I've been talking about this new website for quite a while now, and after a lot of hard work, I think it's much better than the last one. It looks better, has an easier flow. I took some pages out that nobody really gave a shit about, and I added pages that go along with the show that I'll keep updating as each show is released. But really, the biggest news is there is a new members only section, where if you become a member, you can have unlimited access to all my downloadable products, which include all my prop plants, the groundbreaker mechanism, the 2-bar lift, and the all-new Thrasher mech. I wasn't able to make the prop plans downloadable before, but now that I have this new website, I can do it. You're also going to have access to my ever-expanding music and sound effects library. I'm uploading new sounds and music weekly, and most of it is copyright-free, and soon I'm going to start having my own custom sound effects that I will produce myself. There is some copyright stuff on there. I'm going to give you access to download all of the original horror movie soundtracks I have in my collection. But since I consider all of you my friends, and as long as you keep this between us, I don't think I'll get shut down. You're also getting the all-new Pandemic video and projection effects, which, by the way, I am super excited about. I have one projection effect almost done. It's a ghost walking effect, 100% made by me with the help of Nicole as my actress. This is going to be the start of an entire line of video effects I will be producing, which will be released in the next couple of months. So stay tuned for that. Also, as a member, you are going to get discounts and special offers from my sponsors, who as of right now include Midnight Syndicate, Hotwire Foam Factory, Master Fog, Hauntbots, and FrightProps.com. All great companies in the Halloween business that I believe do good by their customers. I am going to look for more sponsors to help out in getting you guys stuff. But again, that's going to be over time as Pandemic Haunt Production continues to build and get better. The more I can prove to my sponsors that I can help promote them, they will want to give more for that promotion. It kind of makes sense, right? The more I get for them, the more they give to me to give to you. So I guess by now you're all like, how much does it cost, Dave? This sounds like a lot of money. Well, let me start off by saying the only reason I'm charging anything at all is because it takes a lot of time and money to run a website like this. To do it right, I had to put in months of work, and I had to put out a lot of money. And to keep it running, it's going to take a lot more work and a lot more money. But as anybody who knows me knows, my whole thing is, if I can at least break even with what I do, with everything I do, I'm a happy guy. I don't need to make money. I just can't lose money. So with that said, for a 1-year membership to PandemicHauntProduction.com, it's going to cost you a whopping $30. $30 for the whole year. And as of right now, if you downloaded everything that's on the site, you'll be getting about $300 worth of downloads. And I'll be adding new products every month. New music, new sound effects, new video and projection effects, and I'll keep pushing my sponsors to give you guys more and more products and more discounts. My goal is for Pandemic Haunt Production members to eventually have access to thousands of dollars of downloads for only $30 a year. I think that's a pretty fucking cool idea. But all depends on you guys. I need you guys to trust me that I'll make it worth your $30. I know money is tight for a lot of people, but asking $30 really isn't that bad. So go over and check out the site and see what I'm talking about. If you think a membership is for you, just click the subscribe button on the website, not here on YouTube. That's why I keep calling it a membership, not a subscription. It does get a little confusing between YouTube subscriptions and website subscriptions. So we'll just say the website is a membership, YouTube is a subscription. So to start things off right, I want to give away 2 free 1-year memberships right now. 2 weeks ago, I posted on my Dead with Dave group on Facebook that I was running a contest. Yes, there is a Dead with Dave group on Facebook. go over and join the group, because a lot of my contests now are going to be running through there. I originally said I was going to give away 5, but because I realized that not many people know about my Dead with Dave group, that it really wasn't fair. You know, I've only had the group up for a couple weeks now, so I want to make it more fair. So I'm going to give away 2 now. I'm going to let you guys re-enter, and I'll give away another couple as the months go on. I think that's a little bit, you know, fairer for all my viewers out there. So I do want to draw names. I'm going to draw a name right now out of this bucket. Had a couple people enter, and they're all in this bucket. And good luck to all you. First name up. First name up is... Woo! Yeah, I'm actually happy this person won. I really like this guy. Boneyard Creep. Steve, you have won. Finally, Steve won something. My man Boneyard. Yes, Steve, you will be the first member of the new Pandemic Haunt Production website. Congratulations to you, Steve. We got one more going out right now. Let's get a good one there. Let's get a good one. Normally I have crazy cart lady pulling the names, but you know, she isn't here right now. She's walking her cart somewhere. Okay, we have Kevin Fowler. Kevin, you are the second member of the new Pandemic Haunt Production members only site. Congratulations to you, Kevin. I will be contacting you for some information to give you your free subscription. So, and if I don't, contact me just in case I forget. I shouldn't forget, though. Just do that. So go check out the new website, pandemichauntproduction.com. Link is in the description. If you have any ideas or suggestions on how to make the site better, or digital products you need, let me know. Also, tell me what you think. Is it a good idea? Is this something you're interested in? Is this the stupidest idea in the world and worthless? Let me know in the comments down below. Or email me at Dave@pandemic. I can't even say my name. You know what? I've been drinking too many of these Oktoberfests. Yes, it's another beer ad. I wish one of my sponsors was beer. Then I can just drink beer throughout the whole thing. Email me at dave@pandemichauntproduction.com anytime, and I'll email you back. Cheers. Well, we got all the Hanging Thrasher mechanisms built. And I must say, I really loved the movement on this one. I really couldn't be happier with how they came out. As I said in the last episode, we had a group build here at the house, and we had a ton of fun. It's always a great time when a group of haunters get together, and this little group of ours is exceptional. We have become pretty close friends here, and being that we get along so good, it made the build go even smoother. As for the build itself, even though it wasn't extremely hard, we busted our asses. We built 6 fully functioning Thrashers in about 6 hours. That's not too bad considering all the laying out, cutting, and drilling that had to be done. To put in perspective, we made over 300 cuts and drilled over 500 holes throughout all the component parts that make up these 6 Thrashers. That's a lot of freaking work. Thank God it was out of aluminum and not steel. We start off by making all our cuts with a compound miter saw, set up with a shitty ass wood blade. And yes, that is the technical term for this particular blade, a shitty ass wood blade. It did work pretty good, surprisingly, and the cuts were nice and square, much squarer than using a reciprocating saw or a hacksaw. Next, we laid out all our holes, center punched, and then drilled them with a cordless drill, which was working, but eventually we did realize that drilling all those holes out by hand really sucked balls. So I brought all the parts inside and used my drill press, which was a hell of a lot better and a hell of a lot faster. After all the parts were cut, holes drilled, and everything deburred to take off the sharp edges, we started assembly. The assembly went fairly easy. We did run into a couple problems. We ran out of hardware twice. Yeah, we had to make 2 Home Depot runs during this build. I guess I should have read my own prop plans. Little miscalculation there on my part. And we did have to tweak here and there because of some misaligned holes. That's what happens when you rush drilling with a cordless drill. The bit walks a little bit and your holes don't line up. But all in all, the Thrashers went together with ease. After that, we hooked up all the cylinders, valves, hoses, and fittings, and did a quick test run with each of the Thrashers to make sure they were working and they were moving smoothly, which they did. Of course, they're not done yet. Like I said, they still need to be dressed. However, each one of us is going to dress it. But that's the fun part. I'm going to be doing my 2 Thrashers. I built 2 for myself in clear body bags, which will be hung in the back of Dr. Death's workshop next to a couple static body bags. It's going to be kind of a background scene with them thrashing back and forth and hitting into each other. You will see the completed Thrashers fully clothed in our haunts come this Halloween. So make sure you go over to all the other guys' channels and subscribe to them so you can follow what they have done with their Hanging Thrashers. And if you want your own set of prop plans to make this exact Thrasher, go over to my website, pandemichauntproduction.com, go to the store, and you can pick up them and my 2-bar lift and my groundbreaker mechanisms right there. Or, now I have my new members only section. You can become a member and you can download all 3 prop plans for free. Well, that's it for this episode of Dead with Dave. I hope you've all enjoyed. I want to thank all my subscribers for subscribing. And if you haven't subscribed, please click the subscribe button down below. Show me some love. Also, got a new Dead with Dave Facebook group on Facebook. Go over there and join that. That way you can keep up on all the news and stuff that I'm doing here on the show. Through that, I've been posting a lot there of what I'm doing. And since Halloween is right around the corner, I'll be posting my haunt build there also. And that's it. Till next time, good night.